Also, those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, welcome to your mystery reading. The first thing that we're going to do is shuffle out one major arcana from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot, no, the Secrets of Tarot cards, to see what major part of your life is calling to be addressed. If you want to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested, you can also find me on TikTok. The link to that will be in the description. And before I get your first card for you, just a reminder that this is a general reading on YouTube. Use your judgment and be careful with what messages you take. Oh, I love this so much. We have the star. It says possible rebirth. And on the flip side, it says insecurity, no relief, and discouragement. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel that shadow energy more than the light. I'm getting a message here about two sides of the same coin. So take that however it resonates. I just saw 111 as well. The number 8. Wow. I never realized that the 1 and the 7 on the star card is the star card is number 17, right? And then with numerology, it comes down to an 8. And then 8 for me is always a message to let go, knowing that you deserve more. And I really feel something here about creating more hope within yourself in some way. I do feel someone here who could struggle deeply with anxiety or to some degree. And there's no relief here. There is a way to have relief of the weight that you carry. I feel so much anxiety here that I wouldn't be surprised if someone watching this struggled with depression. There's a real sense of hopelessness coming from the star. And I really think it's your perspective. Maybe you think if something doesn't happen some certain way, I'll never be happy. But that's not true, because happiness isn't an outcome. You always have the freedom to let go of your pain, to find acceptance, to heal. What you're looking for to feel satisfied is going to come from within. It's not a material thing. It's mental, emotional, intellectual, spiritual. You know, I definitely feel something here about your crown chakra and being more connected with the universe, especially like when it comes to communicating with the universe. The universe could be coming through to tell you that, you know, it's there. It's not going anywhere. Where would it go? You know, the challenges on your path aren't about punishing you and abandoning you. It's to push you to look within. That yearning that you feel inside, that's a call, a spiritual calling. I definitely feel something here about awakenings, or many spiritual awakenings. I just saw 3, 4, 5. Trust that everything happens for a reason, and in the way that it's meant to. A butterfly could be very, very significant. Transformation, some sort of change. I really feel this transformation or change is definitely internal, because we're talking about hope, you know, and faith that comes from within. You definitely need to learn to trust yourself more and believe in yourself more. You could be being called to walk that path of trying to be more confident in yourself, but not like in an oppressive or suppressive kind of way. Maybe there's a wrong way that you're doing something here. Okay, so if you resonate with the messages about fortune and karma and reward and stuff like that for your healing, there could be someone here who needs to do their healing differently. Maybe there's a misunderstanding here spiritually. That's really interesting. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the Magical Dogs Tarot. Alright, we're going to look deeper into this, starting with the Nine of Pentacles. I mean, this is what you want, right? To feel serene and like everything is falling into place and everything is perfect. And you know what I notice? Hold up, let me set these cards down somewhere. I notice that in the star card here, there's a big old bright star right there, right? And then there is the sun coming through right here. And it almost like looks the same. Something here about light energy could be very, very significant. The stars or the sun could be significant. Maybe it has something to do with your zodiac signs or your birth chart or whatever. I'm not too familiar with that, but I did see 555. You're definitely being called to have some sort of inner transformation here that has a lot to do with taking your perspective off of it has a lot about, how do I put this in this? Let me think for a second. The Nine of Pentacles is someone, I mean, it's the imagery like I just described. Everything is perfectly into place. Everything is perfectly aligned, and I'm happy and I'm satisfied. But there's definitely a key element missing here. I'm thinking of the Nine of Pentacles in the Secrets of Tarot cards. Let's get another one. Let's take this one. The Four of Wands. Yeah. Something here about your foundation is unstable. Right? And you know, it could have to do with housing, the relationships, a job, you know, whatever. And this external instability comes from an internal instability. There's an inner foundation that needs to be repaired before you can really understand what it means, or before you can really understand how to fix your external foundation. There's a lot of answers that you're being called to discover from within. Cats might be significant if you have an animal that comforts you, especially with this being like a dog tarot. It doesn't have to be a dog, but spend more time with that animal, because I believe that animals have a soul. I just think they're super ignorant in a way, super naive. But anyway, yeah, there's something in your foundation here that really needs to be repaired on a mental, emotional, spiritual level. There's a lack of faith here, and it doesn't have to be religion or anything like that. There's just a lack of faith in yourself, believing in your ability to face something. I almost said faith something. To trust something, to take a leap. Yeah, you really need to be focused on repairing your relationship with yourself right now. Repairing, something here about replaying. Repairing your relationship with the universe means repairing the relationship with yourself. That's really interesting. The next card that we have is the Eight of Cups. We're 8 minutes into this reading, and I'm gonna get something to drink. The Eight of Cups here is definitely walking away from something, a disillusionment. I think once you start to see things for what they really are, it'll be much easier to walk away from something. The reason why it's hard to let go is because you're not seeing things for what they are. You really need to be focused on protecting your energy, your resources, yourself, from people and things, job, whatever, that just wants to take advantage of you and takes you for granted. I definitely feel someone here walking away from a very hurtful situation, but I think spirituality will really help you better understand why you went through what you did. There's definitely something here about finding deeper meaning and not, believing that all is lost, because it isn't. I don't want to sound rude, but you're last, and that's okay. A lot of people are, because society operates in such a way that is not sustainable whatsoever. You have a purpose, and your story matters a lot, especially with how much pain and how much weight there is here. The potential that you have to release the weight within yourself is the potential that you have to release the weight within the world. You have an impact, whether you want to believe it or not, and it matters how you impact people. How you show up matters. For the next card, we have the Page of Pentacles. A fox may be significant, maybe something here about strategy and planning. But the Page of Pentacles here is very, very strongly about your inner child. The inner child energy in the other reading that I recorded today was fairly significant, but not as significant as it is here. I just saw 1111. If you have any wishes or dreams, wow, this is a very important message for you. If you have any wishes or dreams, anything that you really desire in life, it's possible for you. You just have to be willing to be patient and to be consistent, if that resonates. You have to be willing to allow things to play out as they're meant to. I definitely picked up on a lot of anxiety here, thinking of the 8 of Swords. That's very strong inner child energy, and there is some healing that needs to be done, so that way you can improve your judgment and have more control over your decisions and ultimately your reality. This is honestly a challenging reading to give, because if it was a reading for me, I would think that these are challenging things to hear. But the next card that we have is the 3 of Swords. The heartbreak energy here is very, very strong. I get this very gloomy, I heard gloom and doom type of energy. 333 might be very significant for someone. But yeah, there's also a lot of disappointment in this card. This energy is very, very heavy. And I think the universe and your spirit guides really want to help you release this weight. There's a very, very deep healing that needs to be done here, especially with a page on the table. Something here about your inner child is very, very significant. You need to be kind to yourself and see what you deserve. Don't give yourself less than you deserve because you got what you deserved. You got less than what you deserved when you were younger. The younger version of yourself doesn't deserve that. And I just saw 321. This is a very powerful reading, and I just saw 333. Trust that what you went through, it happened for a reason, and you are much, much more stronger and resilient than you may think. You have a lot more potential than you may think. I feel like I'm trying to process these things with you. And I feel something here that's very silent. You need to learn to be comfortable with the still. Meditation might help. I definitely recommend journaling or something here. You need to find a way to express yourself that helps you better understand, what you're expressing and why you express this and all that good information. So 432, everything happens for a reason. And that message could not be more powerful in this reading in particular. I just saw 444, so again, that foundational energy, as I'm about to pull a card for the 4 of Wands, is very, very significant. Your home life is where you need to be focused on, and it's okay to stay within your comfort zone if you need to, but you need to be focused on your healing right now, for sure. Next, we have the Two of Pentacles, which is very clear that you're being guided to find more balance in, at home, and I haven't sent this message in a while, but your mental health is the foundation of your foundation. If you're not seeing things for what they are, is your foundation truly stable, But yeah, you need to find balance through letting go of things that do not serve you mentally, emotionally, and materially. Next is the King of, I wanted to say King of Wands, but this is the King of Pentacles. I definitely feel a strong energy here about attachment to something material that is making it harder to walk away from something. It's possible to overcome whatever attachment you're struggling to break. The Devil energy could be significant. Don't worry, that's just a reflection of your self-destructive self. The way you look at things is self-destructive, and it's okay to recognize that. And it's important that you do, so that way you can make decisions out of self-love rather than self-destruction. Your worth and what you deserve, that is should be your main focus right now. Seeing that. For the last one, okay, what a nice bright energy at the end of this. We have the Three of Cups. With the Three of Cups, I really feel something here about celebrating on a spiritual level, maybe with your spirit guides or something like that. There's a celebration here being highlighted that has a lot to do with overcoming whatever pain you experience that keeps you stuck in childhood. 333 is a very significant number. You have so much potential here, and so much you know that you do not know you know. You are much more intelligent than this world has led you to believe, and it's time for you to recognize that so you can keep people out of your life who don't. Okay, to wrap up this reading, I'm going to get just a small deck from these box of cards that I have. Oh my god, what the most perfect card to come out is the Justice card. Find perspective to see the bigger picture before making a decision. Consider all possible outcomes and consequences. This Justice card is definitely in the light energy. I just saw 1818. I saw 1616 before, but didn't mention it. 1111 could be significant. I believe we already got that in this reading. Find perspective to see the bigger picture. You are just one piece of the puzzle, and every other person, each person is a piece to the puzzle. And to see the full picture, we need all the pieces. So that's why your part matters. The only way we're going to make a difference in this world is one person at a time. You know what I'm saying? So you matter, okay? Your voice matters. What you have to offer matters. You just need to stop focusing so much on people who judge you and misunderstand you. And, people pleasing could be a big thing here. I'm also picking up something here about the difference between survival instincts or ill intent. Something here about not taking things personally, for sure. Don't take the challenges on your path personally, and don't take how people treat you personally. Next card we have is It's Not the End of the World with the number 3, which honestly, not a helpful card to come out, I just said the word hard. So I know that nobody's saying that facing these hard truths is easy. They're called hard truths for a reason. There's something very inspiring about that. But it's not the end of the world. I definitely feel that perspective energy coming from Justice, putting things into perspective, like being grateful for things as simple as, having a roof over your head, food to eat, or just practicing gratitude in general is being encouraged here, for sure. So you can take your mind off of what you don't have, so that way it's easier to focus on to get what you want to have. And like I said, the number 3 could be significant. It's up here. Wow. So I was trying to pull this card out. Don't worry, there's words on it. And this Emperor card was trying to pull itself out at the same time. It says, I'm being the best leader I can be. And that's what I'm saying. Just do your best. You're not being called to be perfect here. You're being called just to try your best, to do the best that you can. That's all that matters. The Emperor energy is very, very strong here. Unbelievably strong. I can't even put it into words. You're being called to step into your power for sure. To use your voice and stand up for what you deserve. But to start doing that, you first have to see what you deserve. So stay focused on your healing for sure. And don't try to rush the process of healing. Allow things to play out as they're meant to. Things come in cycles, especially healing. So, go with the flow. Let things naturally come out. Oh, and the last card that, I showed you the back of says definitely not. And I just saw 222. There could be a very strong resistance from you, coming from within, that is rejecting, being more hopeful or being more optimistic or changing your perspective. There's a very strong, stubborn energy here, and the universe is trying to warn you that the more stubborn you stay and the more self-destructive you are, the harder things are going to be. We're here for a reason on this planet. We're here to learn lessons, and I feel like it has a lot to do with gratitude and patience. Being grateful isn't to minimize how you feel. It's to just having that understanding that while things could be worse, there's nothing wrong with recognizing that. But that will be the end of your reading. I really hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you liked it, hit the like button to show me that. That's the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can donate through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any. I'd really love to connect with you more, particularly whoever this really resonated for. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.